Welcome to the DM's rant.
Greetings.
Okay, we are recording, and 1, and 2, and 3. Greetings! You're watching Dungeons and Coffee, and I have the privilege this morning. It's very early. You might even see the sleepy in my eye. This is the one and only Mad Overlord from Mad Overlord Studios, author of the Castle of Blackwood Moors, and all kinds of crazy stories and things are getting ready to come out, even more. So we're going to talk about some of that. So, good morning, Mad Overlord. How are you doing over there, and where are you at?
I'm in Kiev, in Ukraine. Da Svidanya.
And are you some kind of terrorist in hiding? I see we can't see your face.
If I say yes, that will be bad. So I will just say, of course not.
Okay, I'll refrain from such questions.
Yep. I am no terrorist. If you ask again, you go to the gulag.
I promise I won't ask again.
Okay.
I've referred to the Mad Overlord before as my Chinese buddy. Well, he's now living in the Ukraine and working on some of his upcoming releases.
Are you there?
No, I'm here.
You froze for a second. See, when you start talking about where I'm from, the internet locks up. Is that a coincidence? No.
I think not.
Yep.
So, Mad Overlord, you know that I'm a big fan of...
Actually, it's, as soon as you mentioned China, it locked up.
Okay.
But please continue.
That deserves a heavy metal surprise. Surprise! Yeah! So, what are you working on over there, and what do you plan on telling us about this morning? Oh, we've lost connection. So just hold on and we'll get him right back. We'll edit some of this out and get him back really quickly.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Hear me, see me. Okay, he's back.
Yep.
So you went to the Ukraine to work on some stuff. Tell us about that stuff.
Yeah, well, so basically, I came here. I still work for a Chinese company, but I didn't want to live in China anymore. And one of the great things about the pandemic that didn't start while I lived in China, so I totally didn't create it, is I'm also trying to get a writing career off the ground. So I just finished one book. Oh my gosh! My head disappeared. Anyway, I'll have to put a link in the description or something.
Yeah, send me a picture file and I'll post it up here somewhere.
Yeah. So I just finished one book, and I'm in the process of working on the sequel right now, which is what I was doing when you called me.
Yeah. You let me peek at the cover when you was considering the concept for the cover.
Yep.
And you let me do a little proofreading for you, which was a nice treat. So what kind of stories do you have there?
The entire series is called Grim Future, or Tales of a Grim Future. And it follows a character called the Covered Man, who is a superhero. And there's stories of him before the collapse of humanity. It's post-apocalyptic horror. So there's stories of him before the collapse of humanity and who he was, and then who he was afterwards, the collapse of humanity. And so we go back and forth between like modern day and the future. And some of the stories are set up like the first story in the first book. We follow a bunch of girls as they're going on a vacation, and they meet these horrible monsters, and bad stuff happens to them. No spoilers. But then we go to the next story, which is the Covered Man in the future encounters that same town and those same monsters. Yeah, I'm working on volume 2 right now.
Okay, and volume 1 is available how?
It is available on Amazon, so I don't know. There's like a list of places I'm going to put it on, but right now it's on Amazon.
Okay. Well, Amazon's easy enough. That tends to be the go-to for most folks.
Yeah.
So fantastic. Stocking stuffer time, folks. Stocking stuffer time. Speaking of stocking stuffer, with the title of Mad Overlord, how do you get along with your new neighbors in the Ukraine?
Very well because I don't really like talk to them. One of the great things I like about here is I don't really
You're
I
back already. That was fast. Good.
okay. So for like maybe in the few months that I've been here, I've probably talked to you more on this call than I've talked to anybody in Ukraine in the last couple months.
Oh, wow. The first Gary Con at the resort at the Grand Geneva, that's where I first met the Mad Overlord. And I only knew him, he was in disguise then. I only knew him as just another punk playing a 5th edition game the first morning of the convention. And his personality and his humorous style really popped out and was very memorable. So we've been buddies ever since. And that was before I knew he was the Mad Overlord.
What the heck?
So
What were we even playing in that first game? It was a fifth edition game, but I don't remember what the heck it was.
it was it was a little portion of they were pushing Ravenloft big time.
Oh
That was the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
year that they were pushing Ravenloft. All the Ravenloft stuff was starting to come out, and the Curse of Strahd. I think we were playing a portion of that adventure, like an opening portion.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't remember. I don't remember anything about that game. I just remember I met you, but I don't remember my character or it was very.
Ravenloft anyway.
Yeah. No offense to Wizards of the Coast and stuff, but that game was very. Except for the fact that I met you, that game was pretty forgettable. Sorry,
Well,
actually, it was wonderful. It was better than Christmas. If I had a choice of playing Curse of Strahd and going to Disney World, I would go to Curse of Strahd easily.
so Tales of the Grim Future Volume 1 is available on Amazon. Tales of the Grim Future Volume 2 you're working on. And have you decided on a title for that one, or are you settling just with that?
Um, so if I continue the same naming convention, it's going to be called Home. But I don't know. The more I get feedback from this first book, people kind of find like the long title confusing.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking about just cutting it down to like Grim Future Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3.
Okay. Well, for marketing purposes, I guess I could see the genius in that.
Because a few people have called it like Grim Future, a few people have called it Axiom, which is if you read the book and like read the epilogue, you know why I chose that name. Uh, a guy just made a fan-made commercial for it, which is really cool, but he calls it like the Covered Man.
Oh,
So
nice. Hey,
yeah,
send me a link. Send me a link to that. I'd like to see that.
sure. I will do it as soon as we're done with this. Dun dun
Excellent.
dun.
Okay, now I know you do other things on the side just to socialize and keep in touch with some of the folks here in the States, on stateside, as they say. Do you want to talk about any of that, or do you want to keep that secret? It's up to you.
No. um, just like what? Like the little videos I make? What do you mean?
Well, yeah, the videos. I know you run some games once in a while. Things like that.
Oh, yeah. So I do have like a small video channel. One of the reasons I'm doing this is to like try to get more camera time, so I get used to like making more videos. But I also I just finished. I'm about to finish running the Castle of Blackwood Moors in a D&D style adventure. And we're going to turn that into an entire campaign, and that's also going to be the precursor of the sequel, The Dangers to the Blackwood Moors, which has been in the works for about 4 years. But now that I have a group of captive playtesters, oh, did it freeze up again? Hello.